Welcome to your Millennial Unfiltered Mother podcast, better known as Your Mum podcast. This is episode number 1. I'm your host. My name is Christiana, and welcome to the latest mummy podcast, the latest millennial mummy podcast, and all of that good stuff. So I'm really excited about this podcast. I'm really excited to start this podcast. More recently, I've been so much more open to talking about myself, about my journey, about my motherhood and stuff like that. And I'm just absolutely going in. I'm going in, starting a podcast and everything. You know, I have a blog, I have a YouTube channel as well. I'm a lot more active on my social media. And now, I'm adding a podcast to the mix because I'm literally enjoying this journey on, self-discovery and, and just doing things that I kind of feel like, it's about that time. It's about that time. So let's talk about this podcast. This podcast is a platform for me to speak to real everyday mothers, just any and everybody who's a mother really. And some fathers will be included as well. And it's just an open forum. It's an open forum for us to just talk honestly, openly, unfiltered. You don't need to worry about what anybody thinks, what anybody will say. Just speak your truth. Because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And that's exactly what this podcast is for. You know, there's times where we may feel like we could be judged and things like that, but not here, not around here. We speak so openly about our experiences and about how we feel about, being a mom in this millennial world and, just how we sort of get through it and stuff like that. For me personally, I'm absolutely loving my journey. I kind of feel like I'm like a new person ever since becoming a mum. Before becoming a mum, I really didn't really have a place, in my opinion. I just kind of was just rolling through life, just wondering what next. So many circumstances have happened, so many things have gone on in my life, and it has led me here. It's really led me here, and it's somewhere that I never thought I'd be. And I'm good at the end of the day. I mean, to know more about some of the stuff I'm talking about, you're going to need to head over to my YouTube channel because, I don't really want to keep repeating content on all my different platforms. So to hear my story and stuff like that, definitely head over to YouTube, type my name, Christiana Kayode, and you're going to see what I'm talking about there. But anyways, look, this is just a platform for me to speak about all things motherhood, just on a raw, unfiltered basis. Because I kind of feel like I listen to loads of podcasts, actually, that's something that I'm really, really interested in. And I watch a lot of sort of family vlogs and stuff like that on YouTube. And I must say there are not many people like me that speak like me, that look like me, that sort of communicate things in a way that I would, really relate to and stuff like that. Especially, mums and stuff like that. So I really want people that are like me and talk like me to definitely come up on here and let's just sort of converse. Let's just have conversations about just, what we're doing. Working mums and stuff like that, and single mums, because that's currently my situation. I'm a single mother, and I am kind of co-parenting at the moment. So there's a lot of things that I really want to learn, and there's a lot of stuff that I really want to sort of talk about as well. Just let's just create like a sisterhood. Let's create, a community for people. Because let me tell you something here. I've called this the Millennial Unfiltered Mother podcast, aka Your Mum, because for the longest time, like I've been called rather a millennial mum, but not in a positive way. Like, some people will literally call me a millennial mum as a way to sort of have a dig. Now, they may not mean to be, they may not mean to be disrespectful or, offensive, but I'm thinking about it in the context in which it was said and stuff like that. And then they'd be like, oh, geez, millennial mums. Oh, yeah, you're a millennial mum. Oh, millennial. And I just kind of feel like with the context, it's kind of coming across a bit negative. And initially was sort of being like, no, actually, no, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, because I took it a little bit offensively. So I'm now defending it. I'm being like, no, well, no, I'm not. But, I am. If you want to think technically, okay, cool, you can call me that. If certain sort of methods, if certain sort of ways, if the fact that, I make time to have a social life, if for the fact that I work, sometimes my work takes me away from home, if sometimes, those kinds of things happen and that's why you want to now call me a millennial mum, I'll have it. I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? And I will own it. There's absolutely nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with parents who choose to stay at home with their children. And there's nothing wrong with people who choose to work, who choose to, be away for a few days. At the end of the day, people need to do what they need to do for them and their family. It's not a place for anybody to judge. It's not a place for anybody to, put their little 2 pence in and start labeling you this and labeling you that. Because at the end of the day, it's not anybody's business. At the end of the day, like, we're all so different. We're all doing things different. We're all doing things the way we choose to do it. At the end of the day, we're the ones that carried our children. We're the ones that birthed our children. And we're the ones that are raising them. And at the end of the day, do what you want. If you want to call me millennial because of it, I'm going to take it. I love that. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that there's so many things that I didn't do, like my mother. There's so many things that I haven't done like my sisters or like my aunties or my friends or whatever. There's a few things that I do differently. And there's things that they do differently as well. But I love that. It just makes for something a lot more interesting and something that I definitely want to explore up on this podcast. Like, I want people to just come here with the real. Like, give me no, ooh, I might not say that because, people might not understand. Nah, over here we're gonna get it. Over here we want to learn. Over here we want to share, and we just want to discuss. So that's what this podcast is for. That's what I have created M.U.M podcast for. For honest blog posts about single and co-parenting, tips and advice on kids' style and recipes, head over to notestomymamablog.com. And to see me and mine living our daily lives with vlogs and some mummy hacks, head over to my YouTube channel, search Notes to My Mama, and you'll see us there. For mothers that would like to be on my podcast, dads too, please do email yourmumpodcast@gmail.com and we can open up some communication over there. Also, if you have something that you want me to discuss with my mum friends, then just let me know. Email that same email address, yourmumpodcast@gmail.com, and we can definitely do that. So, yeah, this is just an introductory episode. I am so excited to just talk. Like, I'm literally loving this talking thing. Trust me, guys. I was not talking to nobody for nothing for years because I just didn't want to. I didn't really want to let anybody in to everything that I was dealing with or thinking or anything. I just was not really that open. And now I've changed. Now I'm not as closed off and stuff like that, and I'm so open, especially when it comes to parenthood. I definitely want to open up just a relatable platform for us, and hopefully, there's loads of mothers that would get a lot from it at the end of the day. And yeah, definitely check out other mum podcasts. If this is your first one, great, welcome. If you are not used to listening to podcasts, so you're just here for me, then definitely do check out some of the other mum podcasts because you will enjoy. And you will possibly learn a few things from other mothers and stuff like that. But I won't make this episode too long. I will have a few solo episodes as well. If there's something that I really want to talk about by myself, and if there's something that I really want to share, if there's a pressing issue that I don't really want to communicate with someone in the room, that I just want to sort of be on my own talking to you guys about it, then that will happen. So yeah, there will be some solo episodes with just me, and but the majority will be with some mum friends that I do invite to have a conversation. So yeah, just expect just real honesty, just rawness, and I really hope that everybody that listens gets something from it and can relate. We'll also touch on all kinds of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just going to be conversing. It's not going to be interview style or anything like that. We're just going to be having just honest conversations with each other, because that's what I'm like. I don't want to feel like I'm interviewing anybody, because I'm not. I actually am genuinely interested in having just an open communication, having a nice conversation with a bit of wine if there's some here, or a cup of tea, and just talking. So definitely more conversational than interview-like. But yeah, I really hope that you guys just come along on the journey, man. Come along on the journey, in whatever platform you feel, best suits you. My blog, my YouTube channel, or my podcast. I'll be happy to have you at either one. So again, if you want to come and join me, if you want to come and have a chin wag, email yourmumpodcast@gmail.com and we'll make it happen. Thank you so much, guys, for listening, and enjoy.